Well, I made it to Doc Snob's shelter. I'm gonna go down and take a look at it. It's about 12 o'clock. I've been hiking for 2 hours, so not the greatest speed in the world. And I'm pretty, but it looks like a beautiful shelter. Definitely deserves a stop and look, at the very least. In fact, this should be one of the prettiest shelters in Virginia, because only about 1/10 of a mile from a forest road. It means maintainers can get right up and close. I see a bench, I see a deck. It definitely looks like a pretty shelter. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that is one pretty looking shelter. It's a tiny shelter, but the deck is nice. It's a shame the deck doesn't have a roof to keep the rain off. It's not that it's gonna rain today. It's just I'm thinking aloud, you know. Oh, fire pit with unfortunate amount of trash. Pretty little bench. Not a lot of camping spots though. Actually, no camping spots. I am gonna sit down for a few, have some candy. Yes, mother, I said candy. Well, it's a pretty little shelter. Unfortunately, there doesn't appear to be any camping spots, but, well, the hike to water, though, man, that's gonna be a killer. Hike to water, you ask? It's right there. It's not a very high flow spring, but that is your water source underneath the shelter. Oh, I'm assuming that blue blaze over there goes to the privy. Although I'm not certain because I don't see anything over there. But I assume that goes to the privy. Oh, yeah. No, water. Water. Guess there's more water over that direction somewhere. Privy. I don't see a privy. I don't see any sign for a privy either. Huh. Well, the only reason I would say is if it had a privy. And I'm not planning on staying. Well, looks like we're 9.3 miles from Pearisburg. Definitely not going to make that today. I'm heading north after a bit of a break at the Doc Knob shelter. Another hiker came in and we chatted for a while. I would very much have liked to have curled up and gone to sleep. It's cold and I'm tired, but not that tired. It's about noon, thereabouts, I'm not sure exactly. But I'm hiking north, let's see how far I get. It's 1 o'clock, 1:15. Apparently I spent longer than I planned to there. Anyway, I tried to do about 6 more miles. So I tripped and fell on apparently nothing. I don't see anything I could have tripped on, but I landed, broke this, and smacked my head against this tree. Oh, that was not fun. Oh, I didn't break the skin, but oh, for a second there, I rattled my brain. Alright, I'm gonna take a minute to stand back up. I'm gonna take some ibuprofen real quick. My feet are starting to bother me, and I'm gonna drink some water, and then I'll get up and start hiking again. I've got about 4 more miles to go today. So I just came out on this power line. It's got 2 gorgeous views. This view is pretty good. But this view, oh, I'm gonna stop and sit down and enjoy it for a few minutes. Maybe take a leak before I keep pushing on. Oh, look at that. Wow. Hello. It's 6:15. I've got about 1.5 miles left to go to the side trail, and then it's another 0.2 down the side trail to the water source. But yeah, 1.5 miles. 6:15. I should get there by 7:30 or so, hopefully. The trail is trending upwards, but it's mostly just a ridge walk. I think I got like 200 feet up over a course of mile, the 1.3 miles. So no big deal. The trail, I mean, trending upwards, but it looks basically flat. I'm doing pretty good. I stayed at the power lines for maybe 20-25 minutes. I took my boots off, rested my feet out a little, had a snack. Started walking about an hour ago. So I got another hour and a half. But I can do this. Hey guys, it's 7 o'clock. I'm about 0.2 away from the turnoff to the water source. So I actually made pretty good time so far. Going too far out, there's a view here with some cliffs. I figured you'd like to see it if I get a view. As far as it says it's nearby, it says the turnoff is in 0.2, so I just don't see it yet. Oh, I found the viewpoint. It's pretty spectacular. I'm not going to stop too long. It's 7 o'clock. I'm pretty exhausted. Just want to get to the campsite and make dinner. But it's a pretty viewpoint, though. Not really a place to camp, even if I had water. Some of the comments say there's camping here, but I'm not seeing it. Maybe a hammock if you want it, but no campsites. Alright, ground is incredibly rocky around here. Made it 7.5 miles today. Oh man, I am exhausted. My head hurts. My feet hurt. Oh, but I made it. My head hurts because I fell and smacked my head about 4 miles ago. I took 800 milligrams of ibuprofen at the time. That was, I don't know, around 2:30 or something. 3, something like that. I don't remember. But I smacked the heck out of my head against a tree when I tripped and fell. Not the greatest thing I've ever done. But anyway, 0.2 down the sidetrack is a spring. I'm assuming the tent sites will be somewhere before that. So, turn off the camera and focus on getting there without killing myself. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night and some water so I can make dinner. It's 7:42. Got my tent all set up. That's a pile of trash that was here. Some comments in far out said there was a homeless guy living here for a while last month. But got my tent set up. Gonna inflate my sleeping pad, make dinner, and then go to sleep. I'm pretty wiped out. Had a long day. So when I was at Trail Days in Damascus, I found this in one of the outfitters. I decided to give it a try. I'm gonna mix it into my water before I boil it. I've got some, as you can see, I have some pea soup still on the edge, but I've got beef jerky in there soaking. I'm gonna add the beef bone broth, and then I'm gonna boil that, and then I'll add the instant mashed potatoes. Hopefully, it says unflavored, but I hope that just means naturally flavored. Like, it doesn't have any flavoring added, but it'll make like broth. So I got my water hot. Gonna mix in the instant mashed potatoes, stir it up, let it sit for a couple minutes, and then I'll try it.
Get going! You're not scared of it. Oh, hell no. Highline? No, I don't know. It won't bother me. So.
Yeah.
Stay over there. I'm taking my tent down. Okay, buddy? You stay there.
Right there. That's a bear. Incredibly aggressive bear woke us up in the middle of the night. So we are I'm getting out of here early. Yeah, he's just not afraid of us. And I am afraid of him, so I am gone at 6 in the morning. Get out of here! Yeah, he's not afraid. I'm not. Well, that's a slightly scary way to wake up. Yeah, I was saying the same thing. The other 2 hikers that shared the bear camp with me. I only got about 4 hours of sleep overall. I was a little terrified last night trying to fall asleep, and then this morning I woke up to pee, and the bear was there, and so we decided to pack up and start hiking. Fortunately, I'll be staying in town at least one night, so I'll get a good night's sleep tonight. I'll probably take an afternoon nap, and anyway, I didn't upload a couple of videos while I'm in town, resupply, and there is an all-you-can-eat buffet next to the grocery store that I will probably go to at least once. So, anyway, I will talk to you later. We should get a good view in a couple tenths of a mile. That was weird. Instead of looking at me, it was staring up at the sky. Alright, so seeing that bear was terrifying. But these rocks are kind of cool. As long as I don't fall down and kill myself. I wish I had my gloves. It's pretty cold out this morning. But I think they're in the bottom of my pack unless I threw them away at trail days. I don't know. They're pretty wrecked. Ooh, almost fell there. Foot caught on something. A rock. Oh, this is a pretty spot though. Glad I put the drone up. Even though it took me a couple minutes to get it set up and flying. Oh. Trail goes there, I think. It's hard to see exactly. I don't see. Nope, there's a paint blaze up top, so that I'm assuming this is the trail. I didn't see any double blazes for a turn. Ooh, that's almost a cave. Yep, blaze over here. Alright. Hopefully this comes out looking as amazing as it does in real life. Angel's Rest View Rock. Oh, as much as I'd like to show you the view, I just want to get into town. 1.7 miles. Come on. Come on. Fly forward. Check this out. I just found something really cool on the side of the trail. I mean, the tree is cool. But what I wanted to show you is this. Check this out. This right here is a snake skin. How about that? I don't think I've ever seen a snake skin on the side of the trail before. Isn't that cool? Don't know what kind of snake it is. I'm not going to get too close. You shouldn't disturb something around the corner and saw this weird tree. I looked up and there's a massive tower hidden in the trees. I don't know. I assume you can see it there. Yeah. There's nothing far out about it. I just checked, and I don't know what else to say about it. There's nothing far out, so it's just there. I can't tell if it doesn't look like it's a cell phone tower. Can't see the top of it. Doesn't have a ladder on it. It doesn't have any stairway, or I don't know what it is. It's weird. Out here hiding in the woods, trees going all up through it. Whatever it is, it's abandoned. But that's one hell of a hunting stand, right? Am I right? Anyway, I gotta keep going. I'm almost to town. The reason I didn't go out on that Angel West view is because I was still pretty close to where the bear was. I just wanted to get out of that area. And I was like half a mile, 0.6 from where I camped. I just wanted to move. Normally, when I would get to a viewpoint like that, I would draw my pack on trail and go off trail and take a look at the view, take some pictures, and then come back on trail and pick up my pack. But with the bear so close and so aggressive, I just didn't want to leave my pack unattended, and I didn't want to take my pack a tenth of a mile or whatever off trail, because that's... Anyway, plus I realized it's just about 8 o'clock right now. There's probably a breakfast spot in town somewhere. If I can get down there, I can maybe get breakfast, or I might just hold off and have an early lunch at the buffet. Probably going to do that. The early lunch at the buffet sounds divine. Like I said, I'm going to go to Angel's Rest, spend a night there. Camping is $12, so that's affordable. I will edit, get a video I need to edit. I think I want to try to edit. I don't know how much footage I have. Try to edit into 3 videos. Trail days, Dismal Falls, and then today and yesterday. So, I'm thinking about trying to cut my videos to shorter lengths, make them maybe one video per day kind of thing, so it would give me more content to upload, which is a little harder. And almost tripped there. There was a root or branch in the trail. Anyway, if I can edit them down to 1 video per day, then I get more videos to upload. They're shorter, so they're not as boring. You don't have to end up not watching a 30-minute video or a 23-minute video, you know. But on the other hand, there's some days where I get up in the morning, I record hello, and then I walk all day. A beautiful sitting rock, so I stopped for a break because, you know, you're required to sit on sitting rocks. I just checked far out. I am 0.6 from the road. It's about 8:30 exactly, as a matter of fact. So I'm pretty tired, but almost to the road. I'll go get some food. 9:16. I made it to the road and I'm walking down into town. Unfortunately, as I was coming down the last 30 feet of trail, a shuttle driver pulled up, paused for a minute, turned around, and drove away. Would have liked to ride, but whatever. Let's see if I remember how to get there. There used to be a pathway behind the food line to the hostel. Hiker trash being hiker trash, I imagine the pathway is still there, because hikers don't want to go anywhere further than they have to go to get to where they're going. So there's definitely going to be a path between the food store, the buffet, and the hostel. I got my poles on my pack. That's one of my biggest pieces of advice. As soon as you get to town, put your poles on your pack. Obviously, if you're camping in town. So I'm at Angel's Rest. Got my tent set. I'm gonna lay down and go to sleep for a while. Try to recover from my very early morning and my crappy sleep last night. I'm probably gonna zero tomorrow. I want to send some stuff home. Today's Saturday, so if I want to send stuff home, I gotta wait until Monday to mail it out. So I guess I'm gonna zero tomorrow. Didn't realize until just a few minutes ago that it was Saturday, because days don't really matter in the woods. Anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep. You guys have a nice day.